Good morning and welcome back. Today we have Angelina Doh joining us from Atrium. Thank you for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
I'm glad to have you here. Recently you did a health risk assessment here in Middle Georgia back in 2023 to see what was going on in the community. What did you find from that?
So that community health needs assessment highlighted metabolic syndrome as a health need for our communities.
Wow. And so when you did this, we're talking about metabolic disease and we're talking about metabolic syndrome. What is that exactly?
So metabolic disease or metabolic syndrome is a set of risk factors that leads to chronic diseases like heart disease and stroke, diabetes, cancer, and other chronic diseases.
Wow. And so how common is this?
Oh, it is very common, especially in our communities in the South, and it's also because of our nutrition, the way we eat, and just the lifestyle, as well as the cultural factors.
So you have some health fairs coming up. I want to talk about those. What will you be testing for, and how much does it cost?
Our health fairs are free. They're a community benefit that we offer. And so we're going to be testing for all these metabolic risk factors, as well as mental health and others that our partners will be providing.
All right. And so why is this so important to you? I know you did this test back in 2023. You're still serving the community. Why does this mean so much to you?
It means so much to me because 6 out of every 10 Americans are currently living with at least one chronic disease. And that is huge. And so by managing this metabolic syndrome, you prevent those symptoms or those risk factors from escalating to these chronic diseases.
And so if someone cannot attend the health fair, but they still want to talk with you, how can they reach you, or how can they find out if they have metabolic syndrome?
We encourage everyone to visit their primary care providers. At their primary care providers, they'll be tested or screened for all this.
All right. And so for folks who are maybe a little nervous or they're scared to go because they don't want to see the results, what do you want to tell them? Why is it so important that they get diagnosed now before it's too far gone?
And I understand that because a lot of people don't want to know. But it's best that they are diagnosed now so they can work on managing those risk factors.
All right. And so it is important. Early detection is key for this, right?
It is.
All right.
It is.
If you would like to find out more, there's actually going to be some health fairs coming up, 4 to be exact, right?
There are actually 6 health fairs planned for this year.
Wow.
And they're large health fairs, community
and it's not
health
just
fairs.
in Macon.
It's not just in Macon. There is one that's coming up in Fort Valley on April the 12th, and then we'll have one in Milledgeville on May the 17th, and then come back to Macon in May for another health fair.
All right, so there are a lot of resources and opportunities for folks in Middle Georgia. We'll have all this information on our website, 41nbc.com. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.